Hello, everybody, and it's your boy Scoot, and it's always something. Hey, this is your boy Scoot, episode 1, January 14th, 2019. Introducing the one and only Chris Hardy.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris?
Oh, just loving being here with you, my man Scoot. Always good to catch up with you.
Likewise, my friend, and thanks for being here today. I really appreciate it.
It's a joy. It's a joy. I love hanging out with you, catching up when I get back into town.
Speaking of back in town, you're a busy man.
Back and forth, after the recent wedding back in September. First of all, it was awesome having you there, man. What a joy to have you playing your stuff and getting down with what you do at the wedding. It was awesome. Everybody loved you, so it was a fun time. But so that's taking me up to Raleighwood now. Have left the Queen City and up in Raleigh most of the time now.
Is that right?
Up there about 5 days a week. Come back to Charlotte a couple days a week. Hang out with my boys, and then so I'm back and forth.
Okay. So you're up and you're back in the hood, man.
Back in the old school.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Been a long time, born and raised up in Raleigh, and then been in Charlotte for 20-some years. So it's good to be back in the old hood a little bit. Seeing all the old fellas.
Bro. Yeah, man. I've got some great memories of playing music in Raleigh and back in the 90s. Speaking of your wedding, congratulations to you and Jen. It was absolutely beautiful, and thank you for letting me be part of it, man. It was so very special. Thank you so much, Chris. Really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. It was an honor to have you there. It was a very special, small little, family and very small friends gathering there at the coast, and it was our favorite place. It's our happy place down there. We love Sunset Beach, love being down there, just having a good time.
Easy living, sun and sand.
Soak it up a little bit more. I love it. It's just a special place down there, and to have you there to be a part of our special day was an honor.
No. The honor was all mine. It was a very special day, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you so very much, and congratulations to both of you. Always something. All right, we're back with Always Something with your boy Scoot, talking to my good bud, Chris Hardy. You got a lot of buds, and you do a lot of golfing, Chris. What's up?
We do. We love. You're right. I love to play. Got a bunch of great guys I play with. We were down at. I remember we were down at Kiowa Island, down at the Ocean Course playing.
Oh yeah,
beautiful place. We used to go down there every year with a buddy of mine. Had a house at Seabrook, and we go down and play. And every Friday we'd play the Ocean Course, and we had 12 of us, and we're down there. We get to number 17, and I'm getting my brains beat out. I mean, I'm just getting beat like a drum. I owed the guy so much money, I didn't know what to do. So we get to number 17. If you know 17, it's a par 3 over the water. It's actually St. Patrick's Day, so it's a little chilly. We got sweaters on and everything. My buddy's looking at me. He's beating me so bad. He said, "Chris, I go double or nothing." I said, "Man, I can't go double or nothing. I can't owe you that much money. That's way too much. I don't want to write checks today." So we get up on the green on 17. I made my par, and I'm over there looking in the water, and my buddy knows how scared I am of a snake. I'm petrified of a snake. So he goes, "Hardy, if you jump in right now, jump in the lake, I'll wipe out your bet." And I was like, "What?"
Oh, man.
Dude, man.
Clean slate.
This is Kiowa. There's gators down there and everything. I said, "I don't know, brother. I don't know about that." So we get up to number 18, hit my tee shot, and I start stripping. Take off my sweater, take off my shoes, and I run down that hill, and I dive in that lake. I looked like I was Jesus, man. I was walking on water. I don't think I went completely submerged. I went dove in and out.
Hilarious.
It was hilarious. But all the caddies, everybody had caddies, and the caddies going, "What in the world just happened here? We've never seen anything like that at Kiowa." The brother diving in the water to eliminate a bet. So I played 18 soaking wet. We get in the clubhouse. I had to put on a rain suit just to stay dry. But we had a blast. We wiped out my bet. So and then my buddy, he's crazy. He went right down. St. Patrick's Day, the chef. We see the chef walk in. We're sitting down at the clubhouse there at the Ocean Course at Kiowa. And he's got this big hat on, this big green hat, with a golf ball on top. My buddy Doug goes, "Hey, how much for the hat?" The guy goes, "It's not for sale." The head chef walks down in the kitchen. Well, there goes Doug, follows him right down the kitchen. 5 minutes later, here comes Doug, back out with a hat.
Oh, man, winner. Oh, winner.
Yeah, so it was hilarious. And the next year, we go on a golf trip to Ireland, and Doug breaks out that hat.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Ireland, we were talking earlier, and a name came up, Marty Schottenheimer, who's a client of a friend of mine's. What were you saying about that?
We saw him in Ireland. We did. We have been to Ireland a couple times on golf trips, same 4 guys. And we walk into the Waterville Inn, and there's Marty Schottenheimer with his group of guys. They're going to play the course that we had just played the next day. And so we get down there, and they're just playing the piano, cutting up, having a good time. But, yeah, there was Marty sitting right there.
How about
a small
that?
world. Yeah,
It is a small world, man.
Fun
really.
time. Love Ireland. There's been some fun trips to Ireland.
And we're back with your boy Scoot, and always something. My first episode, my brand new podcast, talking to Chris Hardy. Chris, what about San Diego?
I love San Diego. It's a beautiful place. I think the reason people don't live there is it's so daggum expensive. I mean, they keep you out with those taxes, but it is beautiful. We go there a lot. Used to go there out on Coronado Island all the time. Loved it. Go out and hang out. Go to Sunday brunch at the Hotel Del and enjoy that. It's beautiful. I guess the King's or the Queen's Room, whatever they called it over there. Every food you would want, Scoot, was over. It was in this buffet. It was amazing. It was incrable.
But the water sounds awesome. We're going to have to go to lunch soon now, man.
Yeah, we have
to. Get hungry here.
But it was beautiful. I mean, the weather's fantastic all the time. We used to jump on the train, leave San Diego, go over into Mexico, just go right down to Tijuana. But it was fun. We'd get down there and just we'd find a good place to eat, some authentic Mexican, and we would we'd look around, buy some of that cheap leather down there and hang out, and then we'd jump back and be back in San Diego by early evening. It was a fun, but it's a pretty place over there.
Always something. Okay, Chris, I cannot wait to hear this story. South Bend, Indiana, the home of Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
We drove up to South Bend, Indiana last year when the Wolfpack played Notre Dame, and just had a great time, and met some friends down from Chicago, and they said, well, come on down. We're not going to tell you. Just come tailgate with us. Just, show up. It was a blast. So we show up in South Bend. We'd go straight to this house that we were told to go to, have great parking. We walk in the door, and it's none other than the manager of the band Chicago, Pete Chivarelli.
No way.
It's his tailgate house in South Bend. He lives in Chicago. He invites us. So there's all the Chicago's gold and platinum records all over the walls, and there's Notre Dame paraphernalia everywhere. I mean, just incredible. Every uniform they've probably ever worn on live full-size mannequins. So we just had a great time. Just, he's such a generous guy, just the salt of the earth, just welcomed us in to his home, had a great time, had a ton of people, former Notre Dame athletes in and out.
This is great. Holy cow, man. Go on.
So we're walking out the door, and Pete goes, Chris, where are you sitting? I said, we're sitting up there, in the Wolfpack Club. He goes, no, sir, my friends don't sit there. So he takes my 6 tickets from me and gives me 6 50-yard line passes and 6 field passes. Scoot, we got to walk out of Notre Dame Tunnel. I mean, I told my boys, we're walking out of the Notre Dame Tunnel onto the field before the game. Grown men, Notre Dame fans, would kill and cry to be doing what you're doing right now. So it was just an amazing trip, and we're so thankful for Pete and my friends Tim and Julie that came down for that hospitality. But wow, what an amazing trip with the kids. But it was just phenomenal to be on, on the field at Irish Stadium overlooking Touchdown Jesus and the people. I'd never been a big Notre Dame fan, but we left there and the people were so generous and hospitable. Felt like being in the South, but we had a great time. What an awesome trip. Fun times. Yeah. Love those good trips with the kids, man.
I have to ask you this question, Chris. Do you remember back in the day, Ballantyne Village, when it first opened? I had moved here just prior to the village opening. Under the grape, Barb and Henry, Sarah Love. Those are the best 2.5 years that village will ever experience. Don't you agree?
It was a good time. It was a good few years. It was a fun time to be in the village. It sure was. It is back about 2006 or 7, 8. Is that time frame? Just
yes,
getting it cranked up there in the village.
Yes.
It does. 2018 here. I mean, it really does seem like yesterday. Used to follow you around, so it was fun times just catching up there. But it all started there in the village. It definitely started there. Yeah.
One more time. I know what it's all about.
Much love and respect to my brother Chris Hardy for coming out today. Love you, brother.
Scoot, thanks for having me. It's a joy to be here. Love hanging out with you and spending time, my friend.
Hey, it's your boy Scoot. And it's always something. Tell your kids, tell your wife, tell your husband, tell everybody. www.scootmusic.com, Instagram, scoot.music, Facebook, Scoot Pittman.
Show love.